furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
Sorry, sir.
I wish for you to try it, screech woman.
You think
The
that's
beast
funny,
speaks.
private?
So you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you?
Sir, no,
The
sir.
cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Cull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
To the barracks, march! Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Furious. She bit me in the face. A good day to you.
Ah, you return and humble me with your presence. Such a pleasure. Nay, Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I say, oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better.
Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine.
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. And
See here, you and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right?
Well, I can't say that I haven't.
yes, some extra
Indeed. Indeed, gold is always welcome. And among the fabulous five, gold flow. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dry.
Not in the mood for cheese.
There is no shame in following directives if your masters are worthy of your trust.
You'll always stay menial with that attitude.
You disagree with one another. But that proves you are firm-willed, that you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you. Ah, the fabulous five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. What a gem of a question. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, To join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first... Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from them. By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? Work hard. Fulfill contracts. Enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Rivellon. They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no...
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
That doesn't belong to us, you know. You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job. Overzealous? No such thing.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
That's enough of that now!
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Golden Cave?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear...
Source. What? What happened? Is this a dream? I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. It will consume us all. By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivellonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Your guess is as good as mine, my newfound comrade. Here I stood upon this tiny, quite good timing, by the by, because the ground here has but I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and hopefully all that is to be. Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler. Show, don't tell, I always say. So go.
I think that imp may be quite mad. Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... The portal has become active! Fantastic! Astounding! Onward we should go! The portal! It's quite sprung to life. You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Those torches, alight! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devoured. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, though I cannot say for certain. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your knock. But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. After you, after you. You first, but don't dilly-dally. Yes! Just as I hoped! There she is! There it is! Come.
And he's off! It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable!
You have brought guests,
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone? So... It was not like this, no. What happened? Never had I experienced something so contrary to my... But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment...
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see...
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. Source hunters, It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature. Do you see what violence my work has suffered?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch.
I see.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you—
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we please. Our most mysterious guest. Are you ready? Are you willing? Will you...
Not that a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
Do tell!
Say what Zigzags and the Weaver will. I need more evidence before I'll buy into this wild tale.
Come, I got something
Spot
for you.
on. Praise be that...
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
I am the last chest, the last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my fort.
What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell! What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell! So, what do you think, Source Hunter? So, what do you think, Source Hunter? The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll... But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of... Off you go, then! You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot, wouldn't it just? Would that I, just like yourselves, Starstones are, from what I can gather though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign in ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Neither do I. But the mere fact that activated Starstone has this in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the... Before you go, so I hope you'll be able to help.
How welcome you are upon this realm. In the ethereal thread, the drift of continents through changing seas. Except, it seems, you ask and I shall answer, if I can.
A question
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. So it is, and so it should continue to be. For I suspect his dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes that's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for... Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a... Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen. I'll not pretend to have all the answers. All that I understand. If Zigzags worries, I worry. Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Now that this matter has been settled, Hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travel...
Slimy, reeking rot.
Oh my gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? Little mix-up indeed. I'd have... Out! Now, if you please! This room is private. Don't just stand what there. A find! Go! Away with you! What are you still doing here?
Are there as many breads as the man with many cheeses?
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Looking good. appears to be locked. There must be some way to open this. More junk.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, Sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day one. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpa. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. And what questions are those? We've been stationed here the better part of 2 years now. All proper soldiers shouldn't be...
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor, like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my... Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that well, what do you want to know? We're surrounded. Undead haunting every... They're nightmare incarnate, aren't they?
I'm adamant about her innocence. We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty, you know, for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon
Move
which
along.
I rest in these trying... Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for bargain places.
quiet day on the market, it seems.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You're free to go, though we Legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our post. You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that's we can only hope to hold back the... I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked, and now thank you for...
That rooster thinks he's such hot stuff.
Tell me, so you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
What's with you, bipeds and beer? No bet. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me. A magnificent moment so I was. Not that I have it back. Maxine. The mayor's darling pet. So, she likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. By all means. People make a fuss about them because they endanger... Oh, don't, man.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously... I am the Duke of Ferrell. It's very tragic news. I won't pop...
A source hunter? I'd been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. See, I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing, though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the cap...
My eye on you, Baron.
Ah, hello. I suppose...
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him. You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. Medora's the name. Retired, or so the Order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. Heavens, hornets!
That's quite a story, comrade. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send them. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicil. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in by the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our... I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip. And, well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator. More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here. There's Mayor Cecil's doings, for one, and the mysteries of our and on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow. You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural. Now, don't get me wrong. But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten him. I suspect an illegal sauce, artifact, or substance is at the root. Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I bet a loose-lipped fishmonger let slip that she'd seen our good doctors. Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say. Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now. And the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of
A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all the evils bent against this fair land. Another source hunter on the team will make us...
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc and sorcerer in a 100-mile radius, shaking in his weed.
Wizard of Hunter's Edge. They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern caves?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Me? You mean you don't? Yes, that is strange. Strange in... Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out indeed.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I am Anna. Jewel in the crown that is the fabulous 5. I've cut 1,000 throats, and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and, with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete, except that much to my... But then, Source Hunter, that I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Yes, you must join the Fabulous 5 right away, as soon as time permits. To get... Yes. I am part of that band of valiant heroes. You must speak with Mendius. He stands right outside this very tavern. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's...
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only... What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you? Why? I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. Although, it'd be worth checking the... And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous 5 to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most... Your interest is piqued, I see. I'd suggest you have a word of warning, though. We only... Those nasty beasts are hardly worth...
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue. How curious of you to show interest in a... Can I tell you? I suppose I can. And...
Glorious to see you once more, fair friend. What's in a name, dear friend? You mean you haven't heard? Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit by following her instructions and becoming... She came from on high, so she showed us that in...
Been rather slow since the... Mind if we keep our voices down over that room where it happened? It was rented to a certain woman. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after men. I saw one other figure go into that room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed... By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. Whoever done it has escaped through the window. But I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know? He's called...
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your man.
This will is disgusting.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Gods, leech this evil from my blood.
What venom churns within me? careful! I've spotted a trap.
Bitter poison.
Without aid, I will expire soon.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffron's, I dare say.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to Yes, she and I have a history. That's as easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great!
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Watch out! I smell. Oh, the fierce stench of frightened Source Goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbett there. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Let us see if you can choose the finest green. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
Tennyson dugong. Ask her more than I'd hoped, comrade. There's mayor, and on top of it all, the feeling. Now, don't get me wrong, but from what I've heard whispered around the docks, I suspect an illegal fella seems like a loose-lipped legionnaire let slip. Hardly the habit of an innocent. You mean you don't already know? It's no coincidence the order retired me. Way back, don't let in the days of. By now, it's been centuries since anything more dangerous than a bad.
That rooster thinks he's such hot.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated. Perhaps he wants...
Wow! I was wondering where that awesome... I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great. Have you been rolling around on bed? You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give it... I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome...
Peace be with you, traveller. I once lived a prosperous life. With my husband, and alone he never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries... She were killed less than a week after she joined. May the seven keep you.
Here lies Kimberly. Finally. Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Sicyon. Get off my way, lies James, as usual, the filthy fibber. Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Sicyon pie in the afterlife?
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
What trickery is this? That's not Jake. It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Are you here, Jake? Jake!
Jake. May the seven
Are you playing
keep
loudly?
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Rest in peace, darling.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Seal's ramparts.
Salutation! You don't look like you're quite ready to head. Thank you for heed.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Riverland's finest work up mighty fine appetite.
Joking. I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
Welcome back to Seal, Hunter. The Legion greets you.
I've just got back from the realm of fair.
One coin or two, noble Oh, I am a happy man, and a fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my fire. The most thorough cleanser was my method. But as my
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they? Absurd. Since when is poverty a prerequisite of spirituality?
Can you spare a coin?
Some of the richest people...
You there! Sit! Don't pity me. No, when Reginald came, he bought some fantastic prop. It seems even my usually choose, and even when there's no crowd to speak of, I don't know how he inspires such performers, showmen. Show all of them. Seal, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flash. And who are you supposed to be? Take it up with Katerina. Oh, I should have been one of the greats. No, really? Don't you have an impressive library here inside?
My word!
My word!
By the seven
creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest at
Ma! If you think black sheep are weird,
I've spotted something interesting.
I give milk, I give wool, and what do I get in return?
Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated.
We and our shovels will do as we please, that's right.
As you prepare to break...
All right, time to get digging. Here's hoping we find some...
You plunge your shovel...
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Ah, hello. Yeah, as Jake, I am the Duke of Ferrell. Though, yes, as Jake, it's very...
I smell the fierce stench of frightened source goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Unbelievable! You watched your brethren be slaughtered while you twiddled your thumbs?
You're lucky. We were protecting the rear.
Oh, the Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs. I'm not so different from any other soldier you'll meet around. Bloody orcs are at it again! Beats me what that rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to. They may need help. I'd go myself. Beats me whatever the curs incense.
Oh, how nice it is. Pray, let me be forward with you. I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long secured. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards a hot spiced wine, and a snug little room awaits us.
I've spotted something. Looks like that dog is awfully agitated. Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
So many dead civilians. It's an honor to visit the fallen.
Hey, wow! You know who? I came here.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake. It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
May the seven keep you.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Someone stole Jake? Jake stole my bull once. Listen, if you go around town and find someone who you think might have done it, bring me a join you. No way. I mean, without my best friend, the most awesome Esmeralda. Ugh, terrible smell. Like flower. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. You know who? I came here.
May the seven keep you.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot...
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Big, my name is Eglandir Twilsalanar, elf of the House of Gandavum, the slaughtered house of...
The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity.
The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe all undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city.
I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want. I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen son. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand. The heart around
The orcs of Gazuldaga. They knew my name. Oh, yes. By the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my...
Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins. He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time? Indeed, Victoria...
We'll end it all! End it all in blood!
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy to...
A sauce hunter will always receive...
Oh, golly gosh. One who flaunts the highways and byways of Cilio. But where are my manners? I am Maxine. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and... But of course, darling. Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too... Heavens forbid. No, fear is rather too strong. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and... Who can blame him? The feeling's, well, at the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come. Oh, dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather...
Potatoes.
I think I'll sleep. Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept among the waves it remains, I imagine. Won perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it.
He's privy to ancient and arcane
That
secrets,
purring sound.
the likes of which I doubt
Mind control vibrations, I'm sure. Don't be seduced, comrades.
Slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
This isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too.
Volume 1.
Most promising.
Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shut up. Isn't
Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by heart.
Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to
Omnes
take it.
autem mali demonis quam. What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt? Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. No. A source hunter. That is what you are. Yes, a stalker of... Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan. No. I hate what I hunt. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. On one condition. That on our joint travels we will never...
I don't like to make promises I may not be able to keep, so I must decline your offer. I concur.
Oh, simple soul.
The knight in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom? In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal. Be welcome, human. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise, he raised me like I was his own. This kindest of souls taught me the language of men. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse at Kiralizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling. Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be so? Let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Hashizm bil kushum zunum. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you. So pray, leg fizoda! Yes, a capital notion. It would probably be better if you rather than I informed Captain Aureus, though. He bears little goodwill toward me ever since... Yes? Have you decided what should be done about him?
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more...
Excuses more holes than a slice of this fine woman.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. Orcish strike could land at any moment.
You, again. To whom would you have the Legion of the Elf? What in the name of Ahu's...
He wants us to kill Victoria. It's true.
So, he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. As I suspected. What about it? I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hire yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it would...
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious.
Here I wait for the... Yes, yes. The ornate Victoria. Library. My name is Egla...
Undead at every exit. Oh,
The hunters go stalking.
Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have Turjageta, friend. Yes? Have you decided what should be done with my amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
No. This isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no...
That's enough of that now. Volume 1, Volume 2, but where's the third one gone?
The Key of
Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced.
Princess
The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too.
Esmeralda
Most
does
promising.
have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? The night in see-through
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. What nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
For all things naughty, hasn't she?
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Volume 1, Volume 2, but where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most promising.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem!
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
The knight in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the
Demonology
blushing
for
bottom?
dumbbells. Ugh.
Taken.
I need
Esmeralda
something
does
more
have a
advanced.
propensity for all
The
things naughty,
Pseudomonarchia
hasn't she?
Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most promising.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem!
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Kajdanor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned.
The
Teleron will have to
Lesser
pay yet
Key of
another fine.
Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. the Encyclopedia Daemonium.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sycil. Oh, what? Oh, you mean Sycil. The undead have overrun all that's not to mention that at the top of this whole... And, Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her, an all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the... What? The undead? Yes, what of what now? Ah, you mean the staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the dam... His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter. A merchant ship still docked at the site. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know... Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with... Ah, you see... When a lady and a fellow find each other... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be... That depends. What kind of berries are you... Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sycil. Marvelous.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
What? Oh, yes. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine. And yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and... What? Oh, yes, yes.
No new book to be discovered in this library. The Source Hunter. Have you...
A source hunter? Me? I live alone here in town. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal. Colin is... For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him that band of... Oh, I don't even know what to call them. Well, there is... With the blushing bottom...
What? Oh, it's you! What news? My dear girl, I introduced her to my library. If you're looking for something special, just someone wants to see Victoria dead, hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. As mayor of Sycil, you have my permission to take drastic measures if need be. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch. And I've always been more fond of cats myself.
Fancy that. A source hunt.
I can't even smell the sea air.
Speaking of youthful pure, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ahoy, sailor! Name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Those orcs must be out of their barbarous... I'll tell you, the only... Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. Crowing all around town about matters he ought to know. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailor...
About the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's yours? Here? Was too busy dodging fireballs to notice anything. Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love...
Sauce? Here, in Seal. Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. At the time, I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. But it could well have been that staff you're talking about. Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where it could possibly...
Oh, and don't yours? Here? Was too busy dodging... Don't know much about him, miss... Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Heard anything about the whereabouts of the magic stick yet? What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewhere.
About the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride.
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Is that Bertie?
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sailed the Yuffle door anymore?
Speaking of youthful pure, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Slimy,
Steady, boys.
leaking,
Steady.
rotting
We'll be
sea
leaving
gun.
as soon as we're packed up.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
Steady, boys. Steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.